your only relationship started when you were in your mid-30s and also ended in your mid-30s.
Okay.
Why should anybody listen to you for
You're the
dating
cloud
advice?
chaser guy that got beat by Andrew Wilson, right?
No, I beat Andrew Wilson. Only
you're
dick
that guy.
only dick
That guy.
writers. Only dick writers. Only dick writers think Andrew won. By the way, so
No, he
tell me
absolutely
again, why
demolished
should
you.
anybody listen to you for dating? Why should it? Can you shut the fuck up? Can you shut the fuck up, fat ass? Listen,
Yeah, this guy.
Yo, this dude. What am I watching here? Like, what's really going on?
This guy.
Listen.
This guy's a cloud chaser.
No, it's
Hey,
not a cloud chaser. I have a question.
You are. You've been following me all over the place,
You
bro.
literally
You've followed me all
have
over
had
the place.
one
It's kinda
relationship
funny.
in your mid-30s. Why should anybody listen to you for dating advice?
Actually, that's a good question. That's actually. I'm glad that you brought that up.
Oh, are you?
No, I am. I am glad because here's the thing, my friend. I've dated and been around a lot of women.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
Self-admitted you've had one relationship, but keep lying. Go ahead.
Okay, buddy, you do realize that you don't have to be within the confinements of a traditional relationship to understand and date and be around a lot of women, correct?
So you know a lot about relationships?
Quite a bit, yeah. Quite a
being
bit.
in one, you
and
know
then,
a lot
and then
about
most importantly, I understand female nature to a degree to identify which women qualify for a relationship and which ones don't. Now, you might not know that because you're a simp and you're a sucker and you believe in the marriage
And I'm married
institution.
and I've been in many
Yeah,
relationships.
see, here's the thing.
Yeah, mhm.
See, sir.
Yo, look at his posture. Like, nigga look gay. Keep it a bean. Like, both of these niggas respectfully look crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? No man fi judge a man. You know what I'm saying? But like, bro.
That does not qualify you. Being married, that means basically, okay, well, I found a wife, I'm cool or whatever. But that's not the male statistic of success. The male statistic of success is, do women, right? Do you have the ability to attract women?
You don't have
right?
the ability to attract women.
Yeah, okay, buddy. See,
I have
like,
a
we can't
viral
even-
video. I have a
we can't
viral
even
video.
have-
I have
we
a
can't
viral
even have
video
a- this
asking
guy-
women. I have a viral video asking women, do anybody find Myron Gaines attractive? 3,000 comments. Guess how many women said yes? Take a guess. Take a guess.
So you actually believe women when they tell you what they're attracted to and what they're not?
Am I only supposed to believe you with no experience?
Okay, let me give you an example. As we were driving here, I saw Bundy Drive. Are you familiar with the guy Ted Bundy?
Sure.
How many women showed up at
I'm not, respectfully, I'm not making no poll asking, do another nigga look good? I'm not doing that. These are the type of men that pull up to these rallies and have these type of conversations. Like, their arguing points and what they be concerned about just baffles me. You know what I'm saying? And they'll make it seem like the people who aren't interested in these type of conversations or who don't participate in these situations are the ones that are just fucking nincompoops and dumb idiots that just don't care about society. When in reality, it's like, when y'all really look at what y'all arguing and debating about, I don't know.
this trial?
I'm sure people are crazy and like Ted Bundy.
Okay,
But
so
you can't attract women. You're supposedly
this
this high
is-
value man.
Are
You're
you gonna
supposedly.
be quiet as I explain
Why
this
are
to
we
you?
talking about Ted Bundy?
Because I'm gonna bring this somewhere.
Okay.
The reality is that the things that women are attracted to and aroused by are not politically correct a lot of the times. And women are not going to be honest, and they don't have a vested interest in being honest with what they are attracted and aroused by, because the things that arouse and attract them are not politically correct.
So the women
when
that are
someone
attracted
let me
to Ted
finish what I'm
Bundy-
saying.
So the women that are attracted to Ted Bundy, they're being honest, but the women that aren't attracted to you aren't being honest.
Once again, I'm trying to explain to you. Women like bad boys. Women like men that are dangerous. Women tend to be hybristophiliacs significantly more than men, which means they're attracted to men that are dangerous, that are criminals, etc. Now, women aren't going to admit this openly for obvious reasons. So what they tell simps like you, right? I like a guy who's nice. I like a guy who gets me flowers.
They
I
don't
like
say
a guy
that.
who's
They don't say
XYZ.
that.
Yeah, that's what
They
that's
don't
what
say
the
that.
model that you use
no,
when you
they
when you
don't say
dispense your
that.
shitty dating advice. That's what you dispense.
I don't say that.
So anyway, like I was saying,
Nice
the
straw
reality
man.
is that women are not going to be honest about what they're attracted to and what they're aroused by.
But you believe
and
the
I'm
Ted
using
Bundy ladies.
I'm using Ted
But
Bundy,
you believe
the
the
Night
Ted Bundy
Stalker,
ladies.
Luigi
You
Mangione.
believe
Why
those
are
ladies.
women? Why
you
are
believe
women?
those ladies, but you don't believe the ones that say you're unattractive.
I believe their actions. If a girl wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go look at some dude's trial, who's a criminal, okay, that she doesn't even know, he doesn't even know that she exists, that tells you where women stand sexually with a lot of things. And again,
It's
like I told you
convenient
before,
what you believe. It's convenient.
I've just given you
those women.
Jeffrey
but you don't
Dahmer,
believe,
Jeffrey
you
Dahmer,
believe that those
Ted
women are
Bundy,
attracted to
the
them.
Night
Yes.
Stalker, Richard
You
Ramirez,
believe
Luigi
that those
Mangione.
women are attracted
I'm
to
giving
them,
you
but
an example.
don't believe the women aren't attracted to you. Why do you believe them but not that?
I'm telling you that they're not going to be honest with you and tell you that they're attracted to me
but
or
they're
not.
honest about
That's
Ted
not really
Bundy.
relevant.
But they're honest about Ted Bundy, but they're not honest about you.
Yeah, they're not going to go on camera and tell some random guy who's like, do you find Myron Gaines attractive, who's a very, radically right-wing guy who's very controversial, whatever. Do you find him attractive? Of course she's going to tell you.
I literally, like, one, they gonna lie, and two, it's like, what straight man is doing that? Like, that's corny. Like, that's goofy. I know Myron thinking it's like, you goofy ass. You made a poll about me, bruh.
Supposedly have everything.
Of course she's going to tell you no,
You supposedly have everything these women want.
You're a
right?
fucking conservative. Of course she's going to tell you no. Like, what the fuck?
You've had one
dude, I do Roman
girlfriend as
salutes.
a
I call out.
mid-30s.
I call people.
Yeah, you've had
Of course
one
she's going to
girlfriend
say.
as an old
Of course she's
40-year-old
going to say
man.
no.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course
so
she's going to say no.
You believe
It's
what you
not
want to
politically
believe.
correct
You believe what
to
you
be
want to
attracted to
believe
guys
and
like
ignore
me.
everything else. I got it.
Okay,
yeah.
buddy. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Ignorance.
Okay, back to what I was saying. Whether you think I'm attractive or the weird women that you ask think I'm attractive is
Weird
relevant. The
women.
point I'm trying to make is that I've been with a lot of
Why don't you ask
women.
the women here.
Are you going to let me finish what I'm saying? Because you're the one that's making the claim that I don't know anything about females, whatever.
You don't.
Okay, sure. We just built a very successful podcast, saving guys from killing
By
themselves,
controversy. By controversy. By getting
whatever.
this guy to like you.
You know what? Because for telling the truth. And the truth is what I said
you're
before.
Controversy. Rage bait is popular. It's not because you're telling the truth. It's because people love rage bait, and that's what you do. You're the king of rage bait, and people love that.
I just proved you wrong
People
a second
like
ago.
this guy. I love
Explaining
that
to you
shit.
that women like bad boys,
This nigga
women like
sound
hypersexual,
envious.
Then why
women
don't
like
they
guys
like
that are
you?
murderers.
Then why don't they like you?
How do you know they don't?
Because I know they don't.
Okay,
Prove that they do. Prove that women like you.
Again.
Yo, bruh. These niggas sound like fucking 5-year-olds. Am I bugging? Like, no, Tag, you're it. No, you're it. Like, I'm confused. Prove me wrong. Prove me right. It's like, brother, go get a room. Are y'all serious right now, bro?
Yeah, do a
Prove that
survey.
women like you.
Some fucking woman in the back.
Angie said she's happier without you. The only girlfriend you've had says she's happier without you. So that's the proof I need. You've had one girlfriend.
Man,
She
this
said
nigga know his
she's
whole
better
life.
without you. So that's enough proof for me.
So when I say when it comes to girlfriend, right? That was the only girl that I like provided for, took care of, etc. All the other girls that I've been with, I've had plenty of relationships. I've had 3 to 4 girlfriends at a time. Had a bunch of women. So, but the only girl that I decided, you know what? I want to take this to the next level,
Sure.
provide for everything
That's
else like that
convenient.
because I have a vetting phase,
Yeah,
right?
the only girl you put on
Are you
camera.
gonna let me talk or not? Because you're
If
the one
gonna
making the
keep lying,
accusation.
If you're
you're
gonna
making
keep
these
lying,
claims.
if you're gonna keep saying stupid shit, then yeah, I'm gonna interrupt you.
No, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So I'm explaining to you what it is. You're over here making these claims that are completely wrong.
Sure.
This is why you don't have an audience. Nobody watches you. That's
I
why
have
nobody knows who
100,000
the fuck you are.
followers in less than
That's
a year.
why you've been
but okay.
following me.
I have 100,000
That's why you've
followers
been following
in
me
less
around
than a year.
everywhere.
I live here. I'm not following you anywhere.
Oh, I didn't just see you in fucking Arizona before?
Yeah,
You didn't
so
follow
what?
me
I
there?
went
You
with the
fucking
Unfuck
weirdo?
America tour.
Like,
I
get
went
the
with the
fuck out of here.
Unfuck America. What
This
were you
guy-
doing there?
This guy's
I
literally
went with the
following me
Unfuck
everywhere.
America
I
tour.
don't follow you. What are
I
you doing in
went with
Arizona?
the
Well, I was there.
Did I know you were gonna be there? I went to the Unfuck America tour, dumbass. I didn't know you were gonna be there.
You definitely did.
No, I didn't.
You definitely
said
did.
you weren't gonna be
You
there.
definitely
so why
did.
I think you were
Because you
gonna
work
be
with
there?
the fat Jew.
Hold on. He didn't think Myron was gonna remember that. He didn't think Myron was gonna. Hey, Myron's on his ass. Fuck you mean, nigga? You following me, nigga? Myron, hold on, my mic dying. Myron say, yo, you following me, man? Let me take this mic off. Nah, that's hilarious, bruh. Nah. Nigga, Myron said, what were you doing in Arizona? I'm sorry, Myron. I didn't want to go to Arizona. Nah, pull this card, bruh. Nah, pull this card. That's crazy.
You did know. You worked
You
with
know
the
who
fat
I am.
Jew.
An audience, yeah, you know who
No,
I
I don't
am.
even know who your name is, bro.
Interesting.
I
You
really
who the
don't know.
fuck I
You
am.
just, I just know that
Don't
you're a
stop lying.
cuckolded
You know
guy
who I
that's
am.
married that got demolished by
I have
Andrew Wilson.
100,000 followers in less than a year.
Congratulations.
You know who I am. Yeah,
Congratulations.
You know who I am.
100,000.
Exactly.
That's still insignificant. Nobody knows who the fuck you are, cares.
You do.
But the point I'm trying to make is,
Myron, I ain't
yeah,
got
because I knew
100K.
right away as soon as you were recording, I was like, oh, this guy, this fucking weirdo guy.
Yeah,
of course.
this weirdo.
Waiting the whole time. But again, I proved you wrong.
You
Women
did
like
not
bad
prove me
boys.
wrong.
You can sit there and say, I don't think you get girls. Okay, bro,
don't.
that's demonstrably false, but that's
Everybody
fine.
knows you
I'm not
don't
going to
get
sit
girls.
here and tell you I've had sex with this many girls. That's irrelevant. The point I'm trying to make is I've talked to a bunch of women, almost 4,000. I've been with a lot of women. I am very selective on the girls that I date and take seriously and or put in any type of long-term relationship where I might pay for anything. So just the fact that you saw one of them, which was Angie, was the only girl that I actually like paid for and took care of, that was only one. But I've been with hundreds of girls before that. So I am very selective on which girls I take seriously. I have a very strict vetting phase. I teach guys how to do that. You might not like that. You don't understand that. But you're playing by a whole other... You don't understand how modern women move nowadays. And that's the issue. You're a married guy. You're out the fucking game. You don't know what you're talking about. Quite frankly, there's a reason why nobody watches you. So get the fuck off the mic. Nobody cares. So we're going to go to the next person. Get the fuck out of here. Like, dude, these liberal... Dude, follow me around and shit like that. Like, you're a... And we need to go back to telling people... Here's another thing also. To be honest here. We need to go back to telling people they're fucking stupid. We don't do that enough. We sit there, oh, I got ADD, I got ADHD, I have this problem where I can't focus or whatever, I have hyper attention. No, you're just fucking stupid. We need to go back to telling people they're fucking dumb. They get demonstrative. Yeah, we need to bring back bullying as well. Like, someone comes in and says something demonstrably false. I asked 100 women and they all said they didn't like you. Okay, bro, women are never honest about what they like. If women were honest about what they like, they would say, okay, I want you to ignore me when I call you. I want you to play hard to get. I want you to have multiple women to have pre-selection. I want you to dress well, be in the gym, not take me seriously, always look at me as an afterthought, focus on everything else about being a better man and not focus on me, and be toxic every now and then and tell me to shut the fuck up. Women would never admit this to you, though, would they? That fucking thinks they will, because he's and this is exactly why so many guys struggle. Stupid dating coaches like that cucked out who's been married forever doesn't understand how modern women are. Now, there's some women here that are probably mad at hearing that. That's so offensive. That's so misogynistic. Guess what? I'm fucking realistic when it comes to women. I've written books about this shit. Amazon bestseller. Why Women Deserve Less. Feel free to get it. Why Women Deserve Even Less is book 2, and then book 3, Why Women Deserve Nothing, coming very soon. But the point I'm trying to make is that what women say and what they're attracted to and respond to favorably are two different fucking things. And that guy just demonstrated he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. You get no girls. Okay, buddy. Sure. What's up, brother? Nice one.
Hey, Myron. How you doing?
What's up, man?
Man, it's good to see you here in California. I know you're in Miami, so it's my opportunity. So first of all, to congratulate you on your success. I know since you started your podcast and everything. My name is Christian. This is Chris. We're married 14 years. And
Wait, what?
In our beginning relationship, I was an idiot. Unfortunately, I was afraid of losing my wife. I was afraid of losing my children. But as a man, we need to stand up, and we believe, in most men, majority of us men that I see here when I was walking in UCLA, there are lots of women walking in. But now that I see here is majority of men here, and I know for a fact men are not monogamous. Do you hear me, go? Raise your hand if you are believing as a man you are monogamous. All of you are monogamous.
Wait. Hold on. Before I go even further.
A polygynous
Hold on. Let me just say what I gotta say. Why are you worried about what the next man wanna be or is interested in? You looking around, and I've looked around. I have not seen anybody. Bro, you don't know niggas. You been around niggas for what, an hour? You don't know niggas. You don't know what niggas is doing when they go home after this. Bro, what? Alright, for one, you gotta understand, a lot of men, he looks like a square, respectfully. He look like he got lucky. Like, a lot of these dudes, women be chopped. That's one. So you in a chopped situation, and then you think you're blessed or grateful. You're happy. You pray to God grateful every night for the situation that you in, and you're shorty chopped. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're lucky. You're grateful to have anything that you have, and then you're speaking on the next man who has opportunities and chances to do whatever they want, but you're trying to shame and bash them because they have opportunity. Stop worrying about the next nigga dick. My fault, YouTube. Stop worrying about the next nigga Johnson. Like, that's crazy. Worry about your Johnson. Don't worry about another man Johnson, brother. Like, that's kind of crazy to me. Now, if the brother is religious and all of that, shout outs to him. I respect him and I commend him on that. But again, worry about your own private parts, my brother. Like, that's real crazy. I had to get that out because, like, what? That's crazy.
Relationship. It's not a secret. I introduced her to my father, my wife of 14 years, 2 beautiful children, Zion and Cyrus. I love you. And I believe, Myron, you were the one 4 years ago, you saved our marriage. So I want to say, me and her, on our behalf, I want to thank you so much.
You guys, people like you guys are why I do what I do, despite like fucking cuckold losers before saying like, what do you know about a relationship? And then you married couples, right? You guys come in, and I really appreciate you coming in and like sharing your story publicly. Because for a lot of people, you know, it's scary and nerve-wracking. But that's a big reason why I do what I do. Helping guys make more money, helping guys become better, helping marriages last. And then like now, like I can tell I knew right away, by the way. She walked over, you called over, she's recording for you, etc. This is a perfect dynamic that you want where, you know, your wife respects you, have the relationship on your terms. This is all I want guys to do, right? Have a relationship where it's on their terms. And a lot of times your wife will be happier for that, right? So thank you so much for that, man. Because this like shuts up the haters, right? Like I have so many married people that watch the show and I'm like not able to show it off because I'm like, damn it, man. But thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. Thank you for listening to me out. And if you guys have a problem, they say, well, this is not it's a Christian society. I believe that. But here's the thing. My name is Christian, but at the same time, I'm not a Christian. I believe in God. But if you read Jeremiah 31:31, God himself is a polygynist. And that's all I got to say.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. God bless you, your wife, and your family. Thank you, guys. Big W's, man. See, the haters never show this, though, right?
Oh, see, my dumb ass might have took. I might have misunderstood with.
What's up, brother?
Mr. Gaines, how are you?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. We met a couple of years ago back at AmFest in Arizona. It's good to see you again.
Yes, I think I recall meeting you.
Yeah, I was just with Jake Lang, actually, standing outside the courthouse, Montgomery County Courthouse, when Jake was
you were
arrested.
there.
Yeah, I was there for the court hearing.
Awesome.
I'm super happy you're covering.
It's still, I ain't gonna lie, I feel wild dumb because I said all that and he really is the nigga that I got me. But I'm gonna say this, like, still, like, what good is it if you fucking 2 chopped bitches? You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope them is 2 bomb joints that he's cracking, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care for 2 if they're chopped, if they don't equal my 1, respectfully.
This topic because I think it's pretty important when it comes to the freedoms of speech.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video?
Yeah, I did. I was there. I mean, at the hearing.
So you saw the video at the hearing?
Yeah.
Was the fact pattern like I said?
Exactly as you said. So
Thank
I
you,
just
sir.
want to give credence to what you said. It's exactly true. I had a couple questions real quick to ask you, but one thing I wanted to preface, I think you remember meeting my wife, Sarah. She was with me in Arizona when we met for the first time.
Eyebrows.
Yeah.
No
we have 6
hair,
children together.
Like, at all.
I'm 29 years old.
Congratulations. That's a beautiful thing. That's great.
I want to say to you.
Where's that Jewish fucking white nationalist? You need to talk to him. You need to tell, hey, you need to do this, motherfucker.
Yeah. I got married at 19. All of my buddies pressured me, and I think a lot of guys can attest to experiencing the same thing. You maybe have heard that, like, you're going to miss out. You need to screw a lot of bitches, and sorry for my French, but, like, you're going to sleep around, live your life, experience life,
that
right?
ball spot.
That's what was said to me. And my wife said, well, what say you, when we were engaged? And I said, you know what? All of my first experiences and all of my last experiences I want to have with you and nobody else. I think we have a tradition in our culture of monogamy that's so important and should be valued and should be held in high esteem. All of our literature going back to England, it's the knight, it's the prince who's going after the princess. A princess who's held up in a tower, whose virtue has been maintained and protected. In my life with my wife, when I met her, her father and her brothers protected her virtue, protected her chastity, and looked after her. And because of that, that's one of the reasons I really, really prized her, because she was pure, she was whole, she was innocent, she wasn't run through. You know, I was her first kiss. I love that. You know, and I feel like so many people, because of the degradation of our society, are not going to be able to experience that kind of beauty. monogamy is central to our culture as Americans. It's also central to Christianity. If I'm mistaken, do you support polygyny?
I ain't gonna lie, bro is spitting right now. Woo. Bro is yo. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I'm a 30. Yeah, I don't wanna get there, you know what I'm saying? I'm 30 and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, I be thinking about the girls that like I was with and like, damn, what if we would have made that right turn instead of making the left turn? Or what if you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, my man's right here talking like he was his high school sweetheart, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, some of them people when you think about them, it's like, yo, you lucky. Like, how did you get that lucky? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we just play with our opportunities, you know what I'm saying? We had it and we just let it go, you know. So everything he's saying is hitting, bro. Like my boy is spitting right now. I take back the disrespect. My boy talking.
Yeah. So my thing is, I think. So let me give you my position on this. I understand the importance of monogamy. I understand that it's how you build a society. I understand that when men are monogamous, they tend to be more, future oriented. They stabilize a bit. They want to they want to, work and provide for their family. Now, the things that you experience are great. I wish more guys can experience it, but unfortunately, this is no longer the new normal for most men. Most men, when they meet a girl, they're not going to be the first kiss. They're definitely not going to be the first dick, and they're not going to be the first guy to take her on a date. And I would argue in today's day and age, with the way women are, women have changed so much that to adhere to or hold that belief can set guys up for a really bad time when it comes to what is now basically has become a fairy tale. Now, what you have is fantastic, and I'm glad that you have that. That's beautiful. The reality is that most guys are not going to be in a position to find that and or get that, unfortunately, in today's society in 2026, with the way feminism is and everything else like that. So what I tell guys is, when it comes to the way the new normal is, you must adapt to the new normal. And I think guys need to be experienced with women where they're in a position where they're not necessarily being controlled via sex, because that is the female strategy, where they are going to, oh, you want to pussy, you need to take the trash out. Oh, you want to do this, you need to do that. You can't be in a situation where your woman is leveraging sex against you for compliance, which is how a lot of modern women do it, and a lot of guys will put themselves in compromising situations. So I don't want guys to be put in compromising situations for sexual access. Rather, I want them to be experienced with women, so the girl is, chasing their validation versus the other way around. So you need to be able to understand women, and unfortunately with that, you have to have premarital sex to a degree. I know this is very not, holy, and I know this is like very...
Why? What's the ultimate goal?
To have family.
So having a lot of premarital sex and fornicating is the ultimate goal, is to have a family through that?
Well, so yes, your goal should be to have a family, but you also don't want to start a family with a woman that's a harlot that's going to ruin your life and make it bad for your children, where she's going to divorce you and cheat on you, etc.
So you should be a man whore, and that somehow is going to make you a man. I'm not following. So
yeah, so okay. The female sexual strategy when she meets a guy is to sell purity. Right. I'm a good girl, commit to me, give me your resources. If a guy isn't experienced enough, he won't be able to tell if she's telling the truth or not. The only way that you're going to be able to tell that as a man nowadays is you need to be able to date women and identify certain characteristics, traits, and behaviors that are not conducive to a long-term relationship. Because unfortunately, since so many women grow up in fatherless households, a lot of women grow up with a very toxic mindset of masculinity. A lot of women grow up with this feminist ideology, where they don't respect masculine authority and the things that, like you mentioned, like how your wife, right? She was preserved and protected by her father
and brothers. Yeah.
Most women don't have that. So since most women don't have that, you kind of had a pre-assembled woman. Most men do not have that. So what they have to do is they almost have to assemble the woman on their own, and they do that through vetting her, figuring out what she is, and then going off of that. And I know some women might get mad at me for saying this, but this is the reality of dating as a man, because if you get married to a woman, you have far more to lose a lot of times than the woman has to lose. So that's why I tell guys, you need to be aware of this stuff, and you only get that through being around women.
I just have a caveat to what you just said.
Sure.
I will say, here's a better strategy for men. There's plenty of really good, godly girls who are protected by their fathers and their brothers, but you're not going to find them in the strip club. You're not going to find them in the bars. You need to go to conservative Reformed Christian churches or holiness Pentecostal churches or independent Baptist churches, where they're raised with that society and that culture, where not only are they shamed by their family if they go out and become sluts, they're shamed by their entire community, their church, family, everybody. So they are socially engineered already from childhood, from birth, to maintain chastity, to maintain virtue, that your duty is to be a wife and a mother in the home and to serve your husband. And that's what I got with my wife. So guys,
No, I
stop
know,
going
and
to
that's
bars.
fantastic that you were able to find a girl that had these social training wheels in place where she came to you ready as a wife and she was prepared. What I'm saying is that that's just not a viable option for most guys.
I'm not gonna lie, they're both making immaculate points. Like they're both correct. Like I'm not gonna front. Like brother on the right, white boy got me wanting to go to church. Like Allah, but at the same time, we can't ignore what Myron is saying. Like what Myron is saying is reality. Like yes, you could go to church and find your loved one, a sweetheart, but that don't mean that what Myron is saying is not going on. Like you could be the dude that goes to church and find your sweetheart, but what Myron is saying is still going on. There's still women out there that's mistreating men and men mistreating women, or however you want to frame it. The same thing is still going to go on. And it's like you have to find it. First of all, you shouldn't be going to church to find love. And then it's like everybody got to find the will and the muster and the power to go to church and do certain things and go to these certain places and environments. You gotta ease into that, you know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't be doing it to find love. Be honest.
I just
That's
don't think
not
most
realistic.
guys.
It's not realistic.
With all due respect, I don't think most guys are looking in the right place. You're not going to find them on the beaches. You're not going to find them in the bars. You're going to find them in a conservative church. I don't think the majority of the guys out here are going church shopping to go find.
Now, I'll be
women.
honest about this. I'm sure there's plenty of guys here that, women will be hoes on Saturdays and go to church on Sundays, right? Like, so, like, even if you go to the church and you use these screening tactics that you're mentioning, which I agree with you. I think they're fantastic ways to kind of screen women. You're still going to have to be put through your paces and be able to identify a girl that's faking it until she makes it.
If you go to a non-denominational church and the girls dress like hoes during service, you're probably in the wrong church, because if they dress like hoes, chances are they're hoes. What I'm advocating for is that you go to a church with conservative values and morals. Go find the women there where those values and morals are maintained, because there's peer pressure from society.
Sure, that's one option. But what I'm saying is that a lot of people are not religious. A lot of people are not Christian. A lot of people might not. They might be Muslim. They might be more secular or whatever. I'm giving more advice that's pragmatic based on where we are and how things are now. If they're Christian and they adopt your worldview, a Christian worldview, that's a fantastic way to go about it. But I'm giving a more how do I say this? A bigger and larger overview for more men that they can adopt that might not necessarily be Christian based. But if you're a Christian based, that's a great way to go about it. I still, tell guys like, hey, still exercise discretion, because a woman can go to church and still be a 304.
Yeah.
But that is one way to mitigate some of the risk.
Well, I think society at large, that's corrupt. It's immoral, and this is you're paid to be so. The algorithms on social media promote promiscuity. We see all of these things. It's standardized in our culture. Yet the reality is there's another culture that's part of American heritage culture, and that's Christianity. Okay, that's part of the fabric of our society. And if you're going to miss out, you're going to miss out.
Fair.
But my recommendation to all men here is find Christ, become a Christian, get yourself in a conservative church. You probably won't find them out in California. At least there'll be very few. So get the heck out of California. Find a religious community, get involved, get married young, have more children than you can afford. That was the best advice Charlie ever gave to me. Last question real quick.
Sure.
What do you think Charlie Kirk would say about Chud the Builder and his predicament today if he were alive? Just speculating.
I don't know. I think he would champion his ability to free speech. But I don't know. And I don't want to speak for someone that's a deceased. Rest in peace to him. Me and Charlie might have disagreed on it and everything else, but obviously, the people that are cheering his death and everything else like that, like fuck them. Rest in peace to Charlie. But yeah. So I wouldn't know.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm anti as well, anti-Zionist. God bless you. Thank you for giving me the time.
I appreciate you. I appreciate that we
questions.
have someone here that's a witness that actually watched the footage from there, because I think a lot of people don't know the facts of the case. And it's good that we have someone here that actually watched Josh Fox walk up to this guy and and hit him and punch him first, and they go to the ground and everything else like that. But thank you for that.
Thank you so much. And guys, if you don't want your children to end up being thoughts, hoes, sluts, don't send them to public school. Homeschool them. Get them out of the society and the culture that's
agree with
perverting
that.
your children. God
agree
bless
with
you
that.
guys.
Thank
God
you,
bless
man.
America.
Thank you. Thank you. Who's up next?